Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. This one's brand new. This is fresh. Fresh material. I love the Sandman. Waking up with sand on your face is the best way to wake up. No question. I want to get that crust out of there. I want to feel like I've been on the beach all night. And if you disagree, I don't want to hear it. Do not want to hear it. It's my opinion, and yours is invalid. Hey, I was wondering, figured I might as well take this time, a bit of an open question. I was wondering if anybody out there is a good kisser. Is anybody out there maybe self-proclaimed good kisser? Well, because I'm fishing for some advice here. I've been practicing a lot lately with my pillow. But see, the problem is my lips keep getting really, really chapped. And it hurts a lot. They're dry and they crack when I smile. But I want to be the best kisser. And I'm just not really sure what sort of lip lubrication is the best for me. I know there's a lot of choices out there, and frankly, I'm overwhelmed. So I just don't know, maybe anybody has some suggestions. I don't know if I should go Burt's Beehive, or Chapstick, name brand, or just straight up Vaseline. I've also heard some good things about KY. A versatile brand, but anyway, you know, come up to me after the show if you got any opinions on that. That opinion I do want to hear. So I got a day job, and my day job involves riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It's kind of like I got a balance between, I got this side and this side, right? On this side I got numb indifference, and on this side I got contemptuous rage for my fellow man. And it's sort of like I just got to ride the line in the middle a little bit. And the real tricky part is I got to wear this mask, and it's painted blindfold mask, and it's painted kind of hastily with pleases and thank yous and have a nice days, and so, you know, 8 hour, 9 to 5, and this is getting rowdy in here, everybody. I'm very sorry to the mixer. Okay. Anyway, and I use any extra money I make to keep my frail heart beating. I'm going to now move on to the next joke that I wrote. I've been thinking about developing my own line of adult toys. You know, like the ones you would use in a bedroom context. Okay, here's one idea for you. Anal bees. It's sort of like anal beads, but with stingers. And get this, it comes in 2 cents. We got fresh daisy, and we got honey lavender. The second idea for the bedroom adult toy is going to be a clit mustache. A clit mustache, it comes in a wide variety of colors and styles. Whether you want your clit looking suave, rugged, prophetic, or just a touch fuzzier. I've been single now for a few years. My last relationship was pretty intense, so it's been a slow process for me to heal emotionally and reconcile important takeaways. Recently, I've been feeling like I might be ready to put myself out there again, get to know new people. Sexual contact still feels like a big step, so for now, I'm experimenting with eye contact. So far, my personal best is 2.4 seconds, and my goal is to last 2.7 by the end of next weekend. And for the next part of my next trick, the next part of my act, I'm going to whisper all of you a secret. So, keep it, it's precious, keep your lips sealed.
I just wanted to let you know that I think you're working really hard. And I know that sometimes it feels like you don't get appreciated the way you should for all the effort you put in, but I see you. And you're doing great. So keep it up.
Don't tell anybody. I burned the roof of my mouth with some hot cheese from a piece of pizza, and I cursed the wicked devil Satan. And I threw my hands in the air, and I cried out in pain. And suddenly, a rogue songbird flew into the room and built a nest in my hair. And it laid 4 eggs. And in that moment, I transcended the limitations of my singular, self-driven existence. The fate of 4 songbirds and each of their subsequent tunes now rested on my head. All this weighed on me pretty heavy, so I went to take a nap. And when I woke, my mouth was still burned, and I was hungry. I didn't get to finish my pizza, and so I made some eggs, and I sang a song. Hey, is anybody out there familiar with... Hey, is anybody out there familiar with pornography?
Yeah.
I know it's mostly on the internet VR these days, but my friends and I prefer to titillate our senses with a well-written piece of erotic literature. We get together every other Tuesday evening. We have ourselves a light dinner, plain chicken fingers or something comparable. And we get a nice warm glass of V8 V-Fusion fruit and veggie cocktail. And we all sit in a circle. And we take turns reading aloud select passages of carnal, sensuous prose. Well, all of this prelude is to say that I've been working on writing a piece of my own. But you see, the other members of our reading circle are pretty tough critics. And last thing I want to do is humiliate myself in front of those guys and gals. And I was wondering if you all wouldn't mind listening to a bit of my erotic fiction.
Yeah.
It had been years since they last saw each other. She spotted him from across the room, his eyes locked on her. She could not help but notice his big black ears bounce as he approaches her. He leans in and whispers in a semi-low, gravelly voice, "I couldn't help but notice your mouth. It looks quite dry. I may have something that could fix that." He reaches into the pocket of his red shorts and reveals a tube of Vaseline. She looks him in the eyes, cheeks flushed, and whispers, "I could use a little help." And so he spreads some Vaseline onto his index finger and with his soft, white-gloved hand gently traces the opening of her beak. And her tail feathers flutter, and they walk hand in hand into a gas station restroom just a couple yards over. And they kiss very tenderly and tell each other, "I love you, I love you, I love you." Sometimes I worry I'll eventually develop paranoid schizophrenia. Mental health issues run in my family, so it is something that I gotta be mindful of. When those worries get the better of me, I bite my nails down to the nubs. But I take comfort in the fact that I'm not a very good listener. I can't tell if I've gotten the light yet or not. I have. We have 1 minute left. Okay, we're gonna finish it off with this. Hey, have anybody of you out there ever donated your plasma? Well, it's funny how they make certain to use the word donate when I know full well that I'm selling them my blood. They insist the money is to compensate for my time, but that is just semantics. I know what's really going on. Vampires. They're harvesting our plasma so they can team up with the big wigs in Silicon Valley to develop superblood, which they'll use to nourish themselves and their new AI military-grade secret robot exoskeletons before strong-arming the global human population into submission and initiating a new world order ruled by vampire, algorithm, behemoth machines, and fueled by blood. I know all this because Melinda and Bill Gates came to warn me in an astral projection / wet dream last night. You guys have been a great crowd. There's a lot of other funny people. Thank you very much.
Breaker, everybody. It goes off to whatever planet he came from. What a fun show that was. Hey guys, coming up next, one of Kansas City's darling fellas. Everybody give it up for my friend and yours.